What's up guys, David here once again for another quick little video. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. So my last mileage update on Smurf, I lived in Virginia still. The car had 70,000 miles on it. It had different wheels and tires on it, and it wasn't supercharged. With that, there's been things that have happened. And unfortunately, it ain't good. But still, Smurf overall has been a great car to me. But we're gonna get into it. So if you guys are new to this channel or you've never seen me before, hi, I'm David. Basically, this is a 2013 Mustang GT. It has 632 wheel horsepower and 468 foot-pounds of torque. It is a Coyote 5.0 liter engine, and it is so much fun. And when the car was all motor, it had a few bolt-ons on it, and it made 425 wheel horsepower rather than the 632 we are making now on 7.5 pounds of boost out of a P1 SC Pro Charger. Mustang guy. Why? Why do you have to be that guy? Why? The other things in the car is a Roush Axleback exhaust. It has stainless works long tube headers. If you haven't seen that video where I basically beat the snot out of my car to show you the new headers, here's a link to that right here in the card section. So let's talk about the good things first. Be positive. 90,762 miles. So basically almost 91,000 miles. That means motor's still running strong, transmission is still running strong. This is the MT82 transmission, which a lot of people don't like, and I can see why. Sometimes, if you don't have a short shifter in it, my Barton short throw shifter and bracket fixed all of it, but when you didn't have a short shifter, it was so easy to get locked out of gears, and that can be very frustrating when you're trying to, well, have fun. Gallon indeed. But along with that, the interior is about the same. You know, it has the plastics and everything else. No new creaks or rattles. I do have new seats. If you haven't seen this seat install, check out this video as well. I did these new seats where you tear down the entire stock C-frame. So many people think they're just covers. No, they're not just covers. These took a very long time to do, trust me. They're extremely comfortable. Are they racing seats? No, they're just very comfortable. It's like sitting on your own Tempur-Pedic seat. I know they look huge on camera for some reason, but in person, they look like the normal Recaros, size-wise. Also, my wheel and tire setup's different. I have MMD 551Cs, and also Mickey Thompsons all the way around. 255 up front, 305 in the back. And no, with modern muscle cars, especially the Mustangs, you do not need to roll your fenders to do that. So that is great. It's an experience. It's my daily, and it's an experience. Like, listen. And you hear the Pro Charger whine just subtly there, waiting for you to get on it, and it loves you for it. So let's talk about the bad stuff. I know that's why you're here. All right, so one of my front wheels is bent. Unfortunately, I think that's just because I hit one really big pothole in Atlanta. So it's holding air, and I'm still driving fine, and I don't endorse driving on a bent wheel at all, but it's happening right now. And so I need to get that fixed. Do I really think it's the wheel's fault? Not really. I think I just hit pothole too hard. It happens. The point of the matter is, along with that, at one point I had a header leak with the stock headers. So that gave me huge grief trying to pass emissions tests here in Georgia, because if you have any dash lights at all, you fail. And I had a check engine light because of the header leak. So therefore I couldn't pass emissions, therefore I couldn't register my car in Georgia. So then I was illegally, quote unquote, driving my car in Georgia with a Virginia tag for a while because of that emissions thing. But that is why I got the long tube headers by Stainless Works, and they've been fantastic and they sound gnarly. Along with that, my EC doesn't work. I don't know what happened. It just blows out hot air, and I've recharged it twice and it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's the compressor, maybe it's whatever. Thank God fall is here, because as you guys know, Atlanta weather is freaking hot. It is brutal here. Every time you wear jeans in the summer in Atlanta, you go, oh my God, this was a bad choice. And then finally, my rear end gear went bad. So the 373 gear ratio in these cars are notorious for some reason. The Coyotes of the 11 through the 14 model years, for some reason, the rear ends like to make noise. And so I was cruising to one of the most important shoots of my life. I was gonna be on Velocity Channel, which comes out in February. I'm like so excited. I get to do this huge opportunity. I'm driving all the way to South Atlanta, which, as you know, doesn't have the best areas. And my rear end starts making noise. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm driving along, and ooh, ooh. Every time you get on the throttle, it's like a howl. And so I went to my friends at Injected Engineering in Kennesaw, told them my situation, they diagnosed everything, and they found out that the gear basically had shredded in the inside. So here's a little bit of the clip. Maybe it was just the conditions, maybe, I don't know what it was. However, I've been extremely blessed that the car hasn't had more problems, because this car has been beaten the snot out of, especially early in its life. I went to the track all the time with it. I gave people rides all the time. I launched it every time I did that. Also, you guys don't know, I'm on stock clutch still, which is remarkable. However, when Injected Engineering, you know, did a full diagnosis on the car, they called me and they said, just to let you know, your clutch is on borrowed time. I'm like, oh, well, looks like I'm a guinea pig for the 2013 Mustang, see how long they last. However, I have noticed the more cars I drive, especially newer cars, I realized just how much this interior has aged so fast. But when you sit in a 2015 Plus or an S550, you're just blown away in comparison. Now I know people are gonna be like, oh, but David, why don't you trade it in? I'm like, dude, it's my baby. You know what I mean? Like, I've had this car since the dawn of this channel. It's been like my mascot. I love this thing, and I really don't see myself ever selling it. You know, if I were to ever get another Mustang, I would just get it instead, you know, and finance it or whatever. But I don't plan on doing that anytime soon, because I have 2 project cars right now. So I'm not about that. But is the car still really enjoyable to drive? Yes. Is it a lot of fun? Yes. Is it still pretty to me? Does it still look good to me? Oh yeah, I look back at it every time I get out of my car, and I think that is the most important thing when you own a car. Do you still love how it looks and how it makes you feel? And that makes me happy. I'm glad I'm not sick of it, because that'd be really depressing. Oh my God. Oh, my heart. All right, guys, hope all of you enjoyed this little recap of the Smurf Mustang. It is my baby, and I hope you enjoyed it. So once again, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a fantastic day.